Yeah. Is that on there?
I'm trying to pull it up on that's on your page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I need an oil change.
All right. Yeah. All right, let's do it. On. And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely, positively not. Thank you so very much for being here with me on this Monday evening for another exciting version of the Thaddeus Matthews Show. You know, each and every day when I come on there, and I've said this for 6 years, I even said this when I was doing the radio talk show. Just when you thought it was safe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Memphis, Tennessee is not a safe place. We in Memphis now find ourselves with a many number of murders that are taking place not weekly but on a daily basis. We find ourselves in a state of emergency. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. The state of emergency that we are in here in Memphis, Tennessee, and what are we actually, other than having all these damn meetings that get us nowhere, all of these forums that get us nowhere, politicians making promises that are not getting us anywhere. What are we going to do in this battle that we are in presently in the city of Memphis? How are we going to fight it? What's going to be our weapons of choice? That's what I'm going to talk on this evening. But let me deal with a couple of other things real quickly. Many of you around the Mid South area have stated that you can't see the Thaddeus Matthews show on Comcast 31. Many of you, the only reason that you have Comcast as high as it is because you view this particular program on this particular black network. Well, at first, when I started to hearing about it, I thought there was some technical issues. But Comcast has taken this particular station that used to be free to the entire market and start charging for you to see 31. And let's just be perfectly honest. I don't care what else is on 31 outside of the SVP TV network. What has made money for Comcast is the SVP TV network and especially the Thaddeus Matthews show. Anything that comes on after Thaddeus Matthews and SVP that does not have that little logo that you see on the screen, SVP, is not a part of what we do, okay? It's not a part of us. But what many have done is they've purchased airtime on this particular station because SVP made this station known. Y'all didn't even know about no 31 on Comcast until SVP and the Thaddeus Matthews show came on the air. So now they're charging in many areas, and many of you haven't even watched your bills. In order to get channel 31 back, for many of you who may have lost the channel, at the bottom of your bill, I think it says $9.95. Okay? And when Comcast loses carriers, they have to take away channels and change customers more to be added to other tiers, as they call it. This particular channel for Comcast has become very profitable because, again, everything other than the SVP TV network feeds off of this particular network. So if you're in an area where you're not getting this channel, you got Comcast, but you can't get channel 31, then just tell them I want 31. And I think I'm worth $9.95 a month. Okay? Yeah, $9.95 is what Comcast wants you to pay. So if you're in any of those areas and at one time you used to get 31, or your mama then, I can't get that bar no more on the TV. What's wrong? I got Comcast. It's because you ain't paid that $9.95. I didn't know. I didn't have it at my house. I don't. All of my bills are managed through Dale pays my bill. That's her job as my administrative assistant. Did I put the right word? Executive. Let me put executive, because she gets a little touchy about that damn titles and stuff. Executive administrative assistant. So she makes sure, I didn't know, because I ain't at home at 7 o'clock, no way, I'm here. So I had to add it to my, ain't nothing else on 31 I want to look at, no way, other than me. It ain't. What the hell else I want to look at on 31 other than me? But uh, we had to add it at the church. Had to add it at the church as well. So if for some reason that you no longer get 31, or your mama and them don't get 31, tell them that all they got to do, it ain't us. It's the 9.95 that them peoples want to make off of yours truly and the SVP TV network. Now, let me also say, so because somebody asked me today uh, about men's clothing. I am not promoting any men's clothing store at all. Okay? If I were to send you to someone right now to buy your clothes, I would send you to my good friend out in North Memphis at men's, uh, it's called Fashion Corner, okay? Fashion Corner out in North Memphis. You can go out there and they will take care of you. A good friend, Jimmy Hassan, who's been in business, I know, 30 years in North Memphis. If you need some men clothing for Father's Day, go on out there. And somebody asked me, what happened with you and M&K? He said I was cheating him. So I don't want him cheated. But anytime he want to come back and bring me his money and treat me fairly after the thousands of dollars I made for him, then he can do that. But don't tell me over some funky ass $300 that I cheated you, because that $300 that he said I cheat him out of goes to not me, but it goes to the guy that makes the commercials. And I think when I give you a 2-minute commercial, what the hell you got to say? Because them folk you using now on them other channels, they give you 30 seconds, and you paying them, and you paying them because that's their price. So anytime Moses, you get ready. I ain't mad at you, but to say that I got to cheat you over a funky ass $300, hell, I eat more than that for lunch during the week. So don't come at me like that. So if you don't see it after my particular theme song, it ain't me. Okay. Now that's that on that, and that's only because somebody asked me where you get them pretty clothes and suits and ties, right? Yeah, but you decide after I make you hundreds of thousands of dollars that you no longer need me. Well, let's see if anybody else can do for your business what I did for it. All right, let us move on from that. All right, I want to get into, I got a few other things I want to talk about. Oh, most important, this Saturday at 11 o'clock, our girls mentoring program will have been in existence 1 year, and they're celebrating their 1 year anniversary this Saturday. I sure would love for you to come out and support these young ladies. I've seen the difference in their lives, their attitudes, their grades. Thank you, T. That's another T. She know what to do. I've seen the difference in them. Will you come out and celebrate these young ladies? That's from 11 until 2. The speaker will be Kelly Nicole Anderson, the daughter of Dr. Tanya Lyons. The MC will be Sabrina Lane, the daughter of Daphne. So I'm inviting you all to come out. Our boys mentoring will also be meeting on Saturday, same time, 10 o'clock. But guys, we're only going to go 1 hour from 10 until 11 because I'm going to bring you into the young ladies program. Plus, they're going to have some food. So, y'all know y'all don't want to miss the food. So, and I need somebody that will get me some wings. I want you to have a business now. I don't want you cooking me no wings in the kitchen. If you have a business and you would like to donate at least 100, 200 wings to the girls mentoring program, just hit the pastor up and let me know that you would love to help the younger. We got to save, and I'm gonna get into this tonight. We've got to save the young people that we can save, and the ones that don't want to be saved, they on their own. I'm gonna talk more about that. Our young men and our young girls that want to be saved, and I ain't talking about going no heaven. I'm talking about saving their lives. Then we need to do all that we can to help them. Okay? But please, Saturday, come on out. The tickets are only $15. The tickets, it ain't even going to the church. It's going to the young girls mentoring program. We want them to have a festive time. We want to invest in our girls. We want to do things for them, make them a part of a lot of things that are going on in this community. So if you would, there it is, $15 is what the ticket price. If you can't get that, will you partner with us? Partner with us. Partner with us. Partner in the giving. Partner in trying to save the life. That's what Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries is all about. It's about the saving of lives for prosperity, abundance, and a better way of life. It's about empowering you. And I've come to the realization we ain't gonna save everybody. But those that we can save, I'm going to open doors to save those that can and want to be saved. Okay? All right. Well, let me get off into this. I want to talk about the food bank, but I'll talk about it later. The killings that are taking place in this city is senseless, it's tragic, and it's inhumane. But it's happening because we have not heard the battle cry. We are in a war. And decent citizens in this community, we losing the battle. People are being gunned down in this city. You're scared to sit on your front porch. You're scared to go to the store. You're fearful to even go to church because there are demonic individuals in our community that's taking lives. When I look at the scope of things and when I look at what is happening in the black community, because let's be honest, it's us. It's us that's doing the killing. We're killing each other. We robbing each other. And now y'all start robbing white folk. And isn't it strange that when you kill the white man in this community, it becomes tragic. When you gun down a white man in this community, the administration has a press conference. White man dead. White man down. White man down. They done killed the white man. Mike Rollins, you, Mr. Director, you need to go on the TV and say, we gonna catch who killed the white man. Well, the shooting of the gentleman the other night, I forgot his name, that was parked on the lot, what's the name of that church? Greater Lewis Street. They were using the parking lot. That was a fundraiser in one of them big houses right there. It's tragic. But I don't feel no more differently about the white man getting killed than I do about Pookie, Ray Ray, Bubba, Junebug, and Bronquisha. I don't feel no different. I don't feel it's a special killing because the white man is dead. They did the same thing for Trinary. All of it is tragic. But this administration, the administration of this mayor, makes a spectacle, makes it a special event when the white man is killed. I don't give a damn about you get mad. I don't care. If you're mad, cut the damn TV off. I'm telling you the damn truth. We in this community, we have been bullshitted by black politicians, black so-called leaders, and the black church. We preaching about going to heaven and hell. You can't even go to the store. You can't go to work. We talk about saving lives for heaven, and we can't save lives here. With 4,100 black churches in Memphis and Shelby County, what the hell are we preaching on Sunday morning? It's gonna be better when we get to heaven. Damn it, to get to heaven means you gotta get dead. You got to go to the funeral home. You gotta be cut. You gotta be stuffed. You got to be embalmed. You got to be clothed, and you ain't putting on the clothes yourself. You got to be put into a casket. You got to go and be rolled down the aisle, and folk that want to say good things about you dead, that wouldn't say nothing good about you when you alive, they gonna speak on you. Then they gonna roll your ass on out there to a cemetery, put you in a hole, cover you up, and that's it. We in this community got to make the changes. These politicians running for office. This is city election. No politician, nobody running for mayor or the city council should be elected or get a vote that does not have an idea, a concept, a plan for the elimination or the reduction of crime in this community. We're in a state of war. It's a state of emergency. What that is, what somebody texted me today. Yeah, that's a white man thing. Glenn Cofield. Yeah, that was a white man. He was a love. We love the white man. He was a nice white man. And he probably was. But when Pookie gets shot in the streets, somebody loved Pookie. If it wasn't nobody but his mama. Somebody cared for Ray and Junebug and Bromquisha. Somebody cared for them. So why in the hell we gotta have a press conference because the damn white man is dead? That is, you gonna upset somebody? I don't give a damn. Too many of us want to sit back and be politically correct and say all the nice things. He probably was a nice man. Sorry that you did, but Mr. Mayor, Mr. Police Director, I don't give a damn about the color of his skin. What about the black folk? When y'all gonna hold a damn press conference and say, we finna tighten up on crime in the street. We finna enforce the curfew law that is on the books right now. We finna drive through East Memphis, Hickory Hill, and all these areas where these guys are congregating in their cars at night. We finna clear the lots. When are you going to say that we're going to clear the corners of these young folk who are loitering in the street? See, you got politicians here that bullshit you, and you love the bullshit. They came with you with that lie about Beale Street. Well, if we charge to go on Beale Street, then they have that little stampede after. And here's the thing you got with politicians in this city. They ain't got no balls. And they're violating the oath of office that they take. Don't give us the bullshit that charging on Beale Street is going to stop the violence. No, enforce the curfew law, but they don't want to enforce the curfew law because the folk on Beale Street make money off of you. They don't tell you that the folk on Beale Street come in through the alleys. They go in through Silky Sullivan's and come in on the street. They don't want to tell you. But here, city council members, with your cowardly asses, you allow it to happen even though the federal courts ruled on last year that paying to come on Beale Street was a violation of the Constitution. You don't pay to go on a public street. The federal court last year ruled that it's a violation of the Constitution. And you city council members, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Police Director, when you take office, you say that you will uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, but yet instead to fill your pockets, you allow the Constitution, and you know it, to be violated. City council members that voted for it, you ought to be ashamed of your damn self. When are we going to get tired of the bullshit? You have a curfew law already on the books. Well, it's going to be hard to regulate. No, it ain't hard to regulate. Take them damn paddy wagons down there, load them up until you show these young hoodlums, these young gang members, these wannabe toughies, until you show them that the law has some teeth in it, they are going to continue to do the same damn thing. You want to eliminate the violence on Beale Street? Then make sure that the ID of everybody that comes on Beale Street, you see their age. But the white folk have given the white power brokers, the Beale Street Merchants Association, has already told weak-ass Jim Strickland and the weak-ass city council members, don't challenge this. Mr. Lucille Catron and the Beale Street Development Corporation went to federal court last year, and the federal court said it is unconstitutional. Then why is not the police director who took an oath to uphold the Constitution, why isn't the city council members who took an oath to uphold the Constitution? Why isn't this bullshit ass mayor that we got in this city who took the same oath? Why are they not upholding the Constitution? Because they are getting the crumbs. They are getting the money from Beale Street. Isn't it strange that you're getting the money from Beale Street and nobody is knowing where the money is going? Where the money is? Who keeps the money? It is not up to the citizens of this community to buy fencing and lighting for a public street. I'm going to tell you something else they're doing that's a violation of the Constitution. The city council is allowing places, and I eat theft, the rendezvous. You're letting a hotel downtown, you're letting them have valet parking on public streets. You are allowing companies to operate valet companies, taking up city streets and charging you $8, $9, and $10 to park on public streets in the city of Memphis. Who getting the damn kickbacks? Where the money going? Where the money going? Enforce the curfew law. Eliminate loitering on corners and parking lots. Then create some parent credibility laws. What you mean? Now you might have to go all the way to the legislature. That if Ray lives in your house, and Ray Ray is 18 under. And Ray Ray is out here stealing. You're going to be accountable for what he's stealing. You're going to have to pay back to the victim. We've got to have some parent credibility. Since you won't raise your child, you won't discipline your child, but you the first one to be on TV. They done shot my baby. Well, if his ass is robbing, if his ass is killing, if his ass is out there carjacking, damn it, the police did the right thing. Shoot him in his ass. People in this community are fearful, and we setting up playing games while people are dying in the streets of Memphis. You don't care. Politicians give you this song and dance to get elected with no plan. I was looking at this list of all these folk that say they want to run for office. And by the way, if y'all pull this list and y'all see Miss Barbara Cooper's name on here, Barbara Cooper ain't running for none of them seats. Somebody to pull a petition and put her name on a petition. She's not interested in any of these city council seats. But it's time. Okay? It's time to stop the bullshit with politicians in this community. I'm looking at this list. City Council District 1. 3 people in the race. And let me say notice. Let me say notice. Ain't nobody got District 1 sold up. Ain't nobody got District 1 sold up. And I ain't got no dog in none of these fights, but 2 races. That's District 6 and the mayor's race. The rest of them, I'm out of. I'm going to support them that support me. If you don't support me, then I don't support you. Plain and damn simple. I see in District 1, Rhonda Logan, Tierra Holloway, Sherman Greer. I ain't got no dog in that fight. But I send a message to Miss Logan, you ain't got the district tap sold up, baby. You may have been mistreated, and I grant you was, back in December. Because see, I spoke to someone today. I said, I pastor in that area, and I ain't heard from Miss Logan. You having all these meetings and things, at least even you look past me as a talk show host. I pastor in the district. I don't know. But I ain't got no dog in the fight. I ain't picked nobody in the race. But I'm gonna be a little perturbed. Is that a word, perturbed? Is it perturbed or perturbed? Because some of y'all act like a turd. Some of you politicians, y'all act like the turd. I ain't supporting no black politician that does not support this show. And it ain't free. If you're going to take your money to the white man, then you need to bring it here. And if you take your money to the white man and you don't feel that a show that has 350,000 viewers every night, social media, is not worth your coming here and advertising, I'm going to campaign against you. And I don't throw rocks and hide my hand. So, Ms. Logan, I need to hear from your camp. Sherman, I need to hear from you. Now, this Tierra Holloway, I ain't never heard of you. What you done did before. See, we let black folk run for office and they ain't never did a damn thing. I ain't never heard of you. We let folk run for office because I want to run. I want to be on the city council. What the hell you done did? Do you have any money? Too many black folk running for office and don't have no montees. You got to have some montees. I'm looking at City Council District 3, Joe P. Washington. I wonder is that the Joe P. Washington that used to be on WDIA? I don't know. Patrice Robinson, Rondamon Banks, Tanya Cooper. Ain't nobody got that race sold up. Patrice, because you sitting on the council now, does not mean that people are going to elect you. I look at District 4, Jamita Swearingen. Who is this? Nicholas Crump, never heard of him. Rodney Muhammad, never heard of him. Brittany Thornton, Doris Bradshaw, D. Barrett, Russell Jones. These are people who have pulled petitions to run. I ain't never heard of some of y'all. Y'all live in the district. Y'all ever heard of some of these people? District 5, I really ain't interested. District 6, you got Devin Clemens, you got Ed Ford Sr., Justin Ford, and I hope Justin ain't foolish enough to try to run against his uncle. We gonna talk about him like a scalded dog. Larry Hunter, Theron Bond, Jaquez Hamilton, Perry Bond, Paul Brown. Now, in this race, ain't no secret, I totally support Ed Ford Sr. His commercials, he's already paid. His commercials will run on this show. He's been my friend over 40 years. I know he got balls. I know he cuss as well as I do. That's reason Myrna has to keep on praying for him. Myrna, keep on praying for my friend. Keep him lifted up in prayer, because he'll cuss them white folk out. That's one of the things I like about it. Then you got a daughter and a father running in that race. Now, ain't that crazy as hell? Ain't that crazy as hell? Then number 7, Berlin Boyd, Katrina Smith, Jared Price, Larry Springfield, Michelin, is that like the tap? Michelin, okay, Thomas, Thurston Smith, Jimmy Hossain, Colby Smith, Will the Underdog Richardson. What the hell? My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I will not be supporting lying ass Thurston Smith. You lied to me. Plus, you don't live in the district. Okay? We ain't gonna play the games. I will not be supporting Thurston Smith, and I'm gonna pull your file 13. See, your first mistake, Thurston, was lying to me. Then your second mistake was aligning yourself with them white boys that wanted to bring about that, what was that instant runoff. No, brother. And then you cowered out when I called you on it, and you don't talk. It's like, don't talk about them good white people. Man, kiss my ass. Don't play no game. Then you lied to me about some money. Come on. And then you go get Daryl Catron to run your race. I like Daryl Catron, but Daryl Catron ain't never won no race. See, y'all go out here and get these folk who call themselves political strategists who ain't never won a race for nobody. But Thurston, your name out the list. And in this race, let me tell you something. It's so important that we get Berlin Boyd out of this race. I got somebody I'm really looking at in this race. I really got somebody that I'm looking at in this race that I know is going to have the money to win. So you can't win this race against Berlin and you ain't got no money. You ain't raised no money. If you ain't got but $2,000 or $3,000 that you done raise, you can't win in this particular race because Berlin is gonna have the money. The white folk that use him gonna make sure he got the money. Okay? But when I heard that Thurston Smith had Daryl Catron as his man, come on. See, and I can say it because I don't work for none of y'all. And I ain't scared of none of y'all. And ain't none of y'all gonna do a damn thing but run your mouth. I don't like Thaddeus Matthews. Damn, if you want to talk about the line that don't like Thaddeus Matthews, hell, it's probably crossed to California by now. Go get in the end of that line. But we ain't gonna play these games. Thurston Smith does not want to be done anything but elected. What is your plan? What is your strategy? And I already know if you don't lie to me, you'll lie to the rest of the people. So Thurston, please understand. And I'm look at me, Thurston, straight in the camera. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure that people know that you don't live in the district and that you are a liar. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jane. But I got somebody I may be halfway interested in that race. Then I'm looking at, I need to take a commercial break, don't I? Let me take a commercial break. Then I'll come back and think about some more of these crooks that I see on the damn list. But we ain't playing no games in this election process because crime and anybody that's running for office that does not have an idea of where we need to stop crime. And here's another thing. With all of these mentoring programs, and I ain't just talking about mine, Pastor Floyd got one, Jeffrey Futrell has a boys program. Y'all need to find some funding for these boys and girls mentoring program. You need to find some funds for after school projects going on in the city. You need to find some money instead of trying to build up the infrastructure of downtown. You need to try to build some lives. If we got the money to build buildings, we ought to have the damn money to build some lives. We'll be back after these messages. Okay. And I'm looking forward to you being there with us as we celebrate 3 years of ministry. And it ain't your grandmama's church. And it ain't for everybody. And sometimes I feel like John out here in the middle of the wilderness all alone. But I keep on fighting and doing the things that I think is necessary for the liberation of our people. Come and be with us on the first Sunday evening at 3 p.m. In fact, that Saturday before, we're going to have a big little fish and hot dogs and have the people from the CSA out there who pay your utility bills. We're going to be making sure that many of you get your utility bills paid on the 6th. I'm going to have Dominique there. Many of you need life insurance. We're going to have her there. We're going to have, who else we're going to have? The folks that give y'all them food stamp phones. They're going to be there. And I'm trying to find other vendors to come and be a part of that particular Saturday festivity as well as the Sunday. I'm going to be looking for many of you to at least put an ad in the booklet. A full page is $250. What's these $20 things for, Dale?
That's patron, that's your name.
Patrons, we can put your name in it for $20. Look, we have a ministry. Ain't no money coming in but mine, Jesus. And I need you all to partner in our ministry. We're getting ready to get the food bank program started. It took us several months. They finally approved us. I'm taking that house that's on the property because ain't nobody else living there. And look, by the way, will y'all quit calling me about living in the property and y'all don't call your pastor? Y'all be members of other folks' church. You won't come to Naked Truth. You won't support the ministry, but you call me and want me to help you. Call your pastor. Lady called me today. I need a place to stay for 3 days. I had to check to see if they'd turn us into the Naked Truth hourly hotel or what, huh? What church you remember? Temple of Deliverance. But I ain't been there since Bishop Patterson been dead. He been dead 7, 8, 9 years, ain't it? Call your pastor. Go where you been going. I help folk, and I'm so tired. Folks thought I was a damn fool, but I help my members any way I can. I assist you, but if you ain't been calling me, why you call me all of a sudden? You won't come visit the church? You know, even if you ain't got nothing, you could come visit before you ask for something. Amen. I ain't ashamed to tell you. No. You a member of somebody else's church where you go, but you call me. Ain't that kind of stupid? Okay. Okay, so much for that. I help people and I deal with issues that are community issues. Don't call me for your private affairs. My son got locked up. Bring me some money, baby. You want me to look, you want me to deal with it on my show? Bring me some money. That's your own issue. You done paid the bondsman, you done paid the lawyer. Now you want me to do what the bondsman and the lawyer can't do. You want me to put it out here, but you don't want to come and contribute. And whatever contribution you make will go to the church. But don't, no, no. Mm-mm. I need you to talk about this. Bring me some money, baby. Bring me some money. This is a business. This ain't the social services agency. Mm-mm. This ain't naked truth. What they call them places? Uh, mission. This ain't the mission, the foreign mission or the local mission. I help people. Look, we are now getting ready, preparing. I want to feed at least 500 families a month. That's what I want to do. I'm taking that house. I'm gonna put freezers in it. If any of y'all got some of them great big freezers that you either want to donate, you can take it off your taxes and make it tax exempt, or you can sell it. I need one of them great big boxes. Um, Let me know. Call me at the church, 435-6161. I'm going to feed 500 families a month. Hunger in this city is a major problem. I want to feed folk. I want to liberate you and liberate your stomach. Okay? There'll be a whole process. We've got to go and be in an orientation. As bad as I hate setting up in an orientation. How long is it, Dale?
I think it's 4 hours.
4 hours. I got something to listen. But it's worth it because there's a hunger problem, especially in the 38128 area. I don't care whether you're a member of Naked Truth. I don't care whether you're black, white, Hispanic. If you're hungry, we're going to feed you. Okay? We're going to do that. And we're working on that project. All right. Let me invite you Sunday morning to the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministry. It's Father's Day on Sunday. And I got a very powerful message for you on Sunday morning. Very powerful message for Father's Day on this Sunday. You single mothers and you men, you need to be here for this particular message. The message will be entitled Sunday, I Need My Daddy. That's the message on Sunday morning. I need my daddy. Every boy, every girl needs their daddy. I don't care what your situation in life is. You at one time or the other have needed your daddy. I need my daddy. That's going to be the message on Sunday morning. Be there at 10 o'clock. Somebody said you can't take no plates out. Ain't gonna be no plates. We ain't cooking meals. This is we'll be getting truckloads of food from the Memphis food bank. A lot of dry goods. One of the things that we're doing, and I sat with Dale and talked about, is we're going to provide meat for people and families as well. So that's what I want to do. I want to feed some folk. Yeah, folk get hungry other than Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's when folks start to feeling sorry for people. No, people are hungry in this community year round. And I think with us wanting to feed 500, we'll be able to do more than just our zip code, but people around this community that's hungry. And again, you ain't got to be no member of Naked Truth. If you're hungry, we're going to feed you. Now let me get back into this madness of politics. Shanika said, I'm glad I had my daddy in my life. A lot of folks don't have, Shanika, don't have their dad. I didn't have no dad. And it's fun. It's funny that Sunday is the 16th. One of my sons, I got two sons and two daughters. My son Kenya was killed 2 years ago on Saturday. Yeah. By a drunk driver who pleaded, and we accepted the plea. They gave him, how many years did they give him there? Was it a long time? They gave him a long time in jail. And I'm sure that there were some times when I wasn't always the man that I am now, that even my son said, I need my daddy. It's going to be a powerful message on Sunday. You need to come and hear this message. I'm going to deal with the father of the prodigal son. We always talk about the prodigal son, but we'll never talk about his dad. And the prodigal found himself needing his daddy. So don't none of you other preachers try to steal that, because if you steal it now, they know where you got it from, okay? But that's what we're going to talk about Sunday morning. I need my daddy. I hear some of you, glad I had my daddy in mind. Okay. Now, let me get back to this. Jim Strickland is weak. His administration is weak. Police officers talk about all Mike Rollins does is sit in his office. And Director, I'm giving you an open invitation publicly right now to come and appear on my show. I'd love to have the police director on my show. Do you think that the police director will come on my show? Well,
Hey, what's up, man?
Director, how are you doing, sir?
Good.
I need you to come be on my show.
When are you thinking about that, sir? What will we be talking about?
Crime in Memphis. Whatever date is good for you.
Okay, well, we'll get back with you, let you know.
When will you get back with me, Director?
Sometime this week.
Okay. So will I hear from you personally or somebody in your office?
Most likely somebody in my office.
Okay. Let's set it up for any night next week or any night that you feel like doing, because there's a lot of questions that I have, and we're on the air now. There's a lot of questions that I have about what's happening in Memphis, and I want to know what the police department and what your plans are, and just let you talk to the citizens of this community.
Okay, all right.
All right. Thank you, Director. What?
You're on the air now.
Huh?
You're on the air now.
I did what?
You're on the air now.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all, I called the director personally. So you heard him say he'd get back with me, right? Okay. Do you believe he coming down? Huh? But see, this way he can't say that he didn't talk to me. That's when I called him directly on his cell. And it's not to lambaste him, but it is to find out what his plans, what his boss's plan, which is the mayor, what's your plan for the elimination of crime? I'm going to ask the hardball questions. That is, if he comes. But now the whole police department knows that I called the director and he said that he had somebody get back with me this week. So I'm looking forward to having the city of Memphis police director on this particular show. Now, his boss, Jim Strickland, could tell him not to show up on the program. Do you think Jim Strickland is weak enough and scared enough to tell him not to come and be on the show? Well, he said by this week, didn't he? So we will see. Not at all. And hopefully he'll come, because that's some questions I want to know. I want to know why the curfew law in Memphis is not enforced. I want to talk about Beale Street. I want to talk about the number of police officers on Beale Street. I want to know, how is it that we continuously violate the Constitution? The federal courts have already, in all actuality, the city of Memphis is in contempt of federal court. If the federal courts have already ruled that charging to go on Beale Street is unconstitutional, why is it happening? Why is it, if you want to reduce crime, that after a certain period when y'all start to charging, why do you allow those who are underage to come on the street? Why is it that if you don't want violence on the street, why are you allowing folk, and I got video footage of folk going through Silky Sullivan's, which is right there on the corner, paying them to go through the door, no pat downs, no checking, just give them some money. They go through the side door, come out the front door, and they're on Beale Street. See, we playing games, and I see all these folks that's running for office. We got some of the scariest black folk on the council. You take an oath, and you violate that oath. Let me look at some more of these races, some of these folk in this race. City Council Super District 8, and these are people who have pulled. The qualifying period is next Thursday on the 20th. They already sending me texts. I don't think Strickland gonna let him come. Hell, Strickland can come himself. I'll let you come, Mr. Strickland. I think we need to issue the mayor an invitation. Do you think that the mayor will come on my show? How come, Dale? I'm a nice guy. I know how to act around white peoples. You don't think Jim Strickland will come on my show? Huh?
No.
Why? You think he the cowardly lion?
We've sent out invitations before.
We showed this send him an invitation before. Let's send another invitation to the mayor. What was the reason they said the last time he couldn't come on the show?
She didn't give
I forgot too. Huh?
We didn't get a valid reason.
They didn't give no reason. Just ain't coming. Mr. Mayor, you got an open invitation to come and be on the Thaddeus Matthews show. Show them white folk you ain't scared. And show them handkerchief head Negroes that support you. Or I'll go on the show. Mm-hmm. Come on. The water is fine. Mm-hmm. Bring your big boy boots. No. All right, let's look at City Council District 8, Position 1. Now I got somebody in this race I'm looking at. But I look at J.B. Smiley's and he's already filed his petition. Okay. Justin Ford pulled one for this. Lord Jesus. Pearl Eva Walker. Pearl got any money? Does Pearl have anything other than a great idea? Can you raise money to run in City Council Super District Position 1? Roderick Ford ain't got a quarter, ain't got a crying dime. Called me last night. I had just left having a drink. Called me talking about Uncle Thad. See, when they throw that, they got that's where that trick and game come in. I want to talk to you. Can I buy you a drink? No. I don't deal with business while I'm drinking because I may say something. I might give you a price that's too low. No. But plus I didn't want. I like Rod. Rod ain't got no money. Rod does not get in races to win. Roderick Ford is not a member of, I don't want to say the Ford family, but he ain't no kin to John, Harold, or Ed. He ain't no kin. He's a separate family of Ford who Daniel won once because folk thought that he was a part of that family. He's not a part, and ain't got no money. Ain't got no money. When I say ain't got no money, he ain't got not damn money. Damn money. Damn money where you find him with. Nope. Frank Johnson. I don't know. Oh no, that's in the next grade. Who is this? Who? Hanalei. What's that? Hanalei? Who? Yeah. Hanalei. Don't hand us no lies though. Hanalei Harris. We never heard of you. Nicole Claiborne. David Vincerelli. You still running for office? He been running for the last 25 years. Ain't never won nothing. David Vincerelli. Okay, Jesus. Bless your heart. Geraldine Curry. Now that's the woman that's in the that's on the city council now. She knows she can't be Ed Ford Senior, so she done pull. What is this? Somebody just sent me from. Oh, somebody said Justin Ford needs to pay his child support. They just found him in contempt of court. He hasn't paid one payment since August last year. Okay. Well, okay, Justin. I'm just, you know, they just send me the information. I don't really know. Who else in that? What was David Benson, Geraldine Curry? No. M. LaTroy Williams. All right. I'm looking at somebody in Super District Position 1. Somebody I like in that race. We'll see. We'll see. City Council Super District Position 2. Pearl Walker Poole in this one again. Lord Jesus. Craig, what is his name? Liddies. Rod Ford and Poole in this one too. Frank Johnson. Cheyenne, who is presently there, who I will not support. She's presently on the council. She weak as water. Ain't got no balls. And she damn near white, so she act like the white folk and vote with them. No. Brian Salisbury. Again, you got Barbara Cooper's on here, but Barbara Cooper is not running. Somebody pulled a petition in her name. Edward Douglas the third, don't know him. Then you got a Fred Jones. I don't know whether that's Fred Jones, the promoter of the Southern Heritage Classic, who has the classic between the two black schools that never supports the Thaddeus Matthews Show and takes all his advertising to the white media. I think somebody told me that the white folks told him he couldn't bring me no money. I don't know. I don't know whether that's him or not. But there is somebody in that particular race that I am looking very hard at as far as giving my support to. In fact, I talked with that person on today. City Council Super District number 3. Okay. That's where Montavious Jones is in. You got Rod Ford pulled in that one too. Again, Barbara Cooper's name, who we've already shared, is not running. Doris Bradshaw DeBerry, never heard of her either. The name Fred Jones in that one as well. I don't know. I don't know in that race yet. Now, Martavius would be, if I had to go with anyone in that race, more than likely it would be Martavius. City Council Super District number 9, Position 1. Erica Sugarman. Got to have some money. You're out in that Cordova area and you run against all these white boys, you're going to have some munties. If you ain't got no munties, the Sugarman name does not ring with power anymore. To the older voter, yes, But when you get into that particular district, the Sugarman name has no strength. You won't win just off of the Sugarman name. And you're running against all these folk in way out there in Cordova. Okay. Super City Council District 9, Position 2. Maurico Calvo, Sam Goff, Danielle Jones, Joseph Ford Canale. I ain't got no dog in that fight, no choice. Super District 9, number 3, Jeffrey Stephen Warren. That's probably going to be Dr. Jeff Warren that was on the school board. Maurico Calvo, Tyrone Romeo Franklin. He probably black, but Romeo is his middle name. Dean Nail Jones, yeah, she live in an apartment, so she probably black too. Then you got the city court, city court clerks races. George Summers, Justin Ford, Joe Brown, Lee Esther Redmond, Myron Lowry, Chris Connolly, Carl Lyons, Dorothy Jean Bolden, David Vincerelli, and D. Gibbons. I ain't got no dog in that fight. None whatsoever. Then the mayor's race, Isaac Alfred Tansey, Justin Ford, Michelle Land, Tamara Sawyer, Terrence Boyce, LaMichael Wilson, Willie Harrington, Leo Agawat, Pamela Moses, Michael Everett Banks, D'Angelo Piggies, and Jim Strickland. Who is Blowhard? Someone sent me. It's not. No, it's not him running. He called in. What's calling him DIA? He's running classic on it. It's a blowjo Fred Jones. So we know it ain't that Fred Jones. And here's what the game is many times. People will find names that's similar to well-known names and run off of those names to fool y'all. Okay? So now we know it ain't that Fred Jones. It's nobody Jones. Okay? So we know it. Then in the judges' races, Municipal Judge Division 1, Teresa Jones, Municipal Judge Division 2, Tariq Sugarman. Then I'm interested in the Municipal Judge Division 3 is the only judge's race that has opposition. Jane Chandler is being challenged by David Poole. Let me tell you, there's been a plot by other city judges to get rid of Jane Chandler. Jane called me. Jane and I have been friends for a number of years. In fact, they tried to set Jane up it's been about 7, 8 years ago. And it would have worked had I not been in her chambers at the time that the setup came. I happened to just go by the courtroom and she invited me in her chambers. While I was in her chambers, a person came back to the chambers. A bailiff brought him back. I think he was he was a police officer who had this letter, I believe, that was incriminating himself. When Jane read the letter, she passed it to me. I read it. I said, Judge, I'm fit to get up and leave and let you and your guest. She said, you better not leave here. I asked the person, and I don't remember the story correct. I did with so many of them. What was going on? I said, man, do you know who I am? I was on radio then. He said, you the guy on the radio? I said, yeah. I said, you really want to admit to what you're admitting to and saying what you're saying in front of me? But, and I forget the whole scope of it, but there was some other city judges, because Judge Chandler wouldn't play ball the way that they wanted her to play ball. Tried to blackball her, tried to also get her off the bench. Jane called me, and I'm in your car. We've been friends all these years. I know you to be a fair city judge. I know the parties involved, and if I know as a judge, you can. The rules of ethics won't allow you to say some things, but I can say them. You know, I lost respect for Tariq Sugarman the last time he ran. I was going through my little legal stuff. So I know it's been had to be 6 years, 6 years ago, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And I had already, I'd known Tariq for years. And Tariq was outside of the voting precinct. I said, Tariq, man, you need to be advertising on my show. He looked at me and he told me, I can't support you. You got legal problems. Anybody that gets in the race against Tariq, you got my support and a discount too. All right, let's take a commercial break. Then I got some more madness for you here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Okay. Will that be pretty much all of them then?
You said what?
Will that be pretty much all of them then?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna talk about guns and folks needing to get a gun. Pull up that thing I gave you
Okay.
on Goldsmith. And thank you so very much as we are in the winding moments of the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Look, you live here in Memphis. Crime is rampant. You must protect yourself. Yeah, if it means killing the robber and you get the chance, somebody break it in your house, kill him. Mhm. You need to properly know how to use a weapon. You need to get a handgun carry permit. That's the reason I want you all, ladies, I know you're scared. Men, you are too. Call Goldsmith Security Academy. I put his number up here. 901 634 8384. In fact, call Sean right now. See, to fight this battle that we're in, you're going to have to be armed. You're going to have to protect your house. You're going to have to protect your well being, but you need to be within the law. Not just out there rampantly shooting. Some of y'all, pang, pow, you don't even know how to use a gun and you got one. You need to properly have the right training, have the right paperwork, knowledge of what the law is. That's the reason right now, Goldsmith Security Academy. Get that number. Call Sean right now. 634 8384. 901 634 8384. He can teach you. He got 24-hour classes. You must be 18 years of age. Call him now. You want to know the prices? Call him for his prices and more information. That's the security company that you need. Sean Goldsmith. Also, he can secure your properties and things of that nature. He's, other than Dale, he's my other armed security at the church. Sean Goldsmith, I know him, I trust him. He will take good care of you. Arm yourself. Be prepared for this battle that we are in. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Strickland has to go. Got to go. There is no plan. We've heard no plan from this mayor. And I invite Jim Strickland. We're going to send a formal request tomorrow for the mayor to come and be on this show. He go to everybody else's show. Come out your comfort zone, Mr. Mayor, and come on the Thaddeus Matthews show. Okay, come on the show, Mr. Mayor. I think that the mayor needs to come and speak to this community. I want to find out why ordinary folk can't get no damn press conference. I want to know, what is your plan, Mr. Mayor, to reduce crime? Mr. Mayor, I want to know, what is your plan to start afternoon projects for our children? What type of amusement can you bring? We done lost Liberty Land and everything else that we've ever had for our young people. What's the plan? Okay, what's the plan for our young people? Come on, Mr. Mayor. Y'all think the mayor will come on my show? I sure would love. I'll treat you nice. I'm gonna ask you the hard questions, but I'd love to have you on the show. I spoke tonight, impromptu. I called the police director, invited him to be on the show. He said he's gonna get back with me this week. Now, whether he does or don't, you heard him say that he would come. I'm leaving it up to him. Whatever night he wants to come, whatever night is convenient for him, would be a great night for me. Any night that the mayor wants to come, he's more than welcome on this show. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time in this community that we send a message to the politicians. If you don't have an agenda for our safety, then what you running for? There've got to be some ideas. We've got to sit down and do more than just have meetings. I have thought about bringing some people into the studio and putting several cameras on them, okay? Because it's about 3-4 cameras out here on the floor now. I only need one, okay? I don't need one camera, because I talk directly straight on, so they don't have to do no side shots of me. I talk directly to you in this camera that's in front of me. But I thought about bringing some people in here, but I said, well, damn, what am I gonna do that for? That's just like having all these other nothing ass meetings that's going on in this community that is not bringing any results in this community. We have meetings after meeting after meeting, and we don't get any results. Everything remains the same. I've tried to work with people, so a lot of folks don't want to work with me. I tried even at Craigmont High School. I talked with the principal, saw her one day, Dr. Dura at Piccadilly's. So look, let me adopt this school. Let me be here for the students here. Let's help out in any way that we can. The gang is gang infested. We got a whole lot of issues. Uh, let's do some mentoring. Let me get together, put some people together for some tutoring. And you know they turned me down just cause my name Thaddeus Matthews. So we move on. We move on to the next issue. That's the reason I created my own mentoring programs for the girls and the boys. The girls, please come out. Will y'all come out on, put the other thing up there for me, T. No, not my name. Everybody know my name. The PayPal. Yeah. Should be talking in my ear. Uh, our girls mentoring. I can't save all the girls. Our program will not save many of your girls because you won't bring your girls to us. Okay? You won't bring your girls to the program. We've got about 9 girls, and I've seen their lives change, their attitudes change, their grades change. We got women that know how to deal with your girls. You can bring them Saturday. Yeah, you can bring them Saturday. Yeah, don't bring them just because we're going to have some good something to eat, but bring them because you want them to be a part of a program that can change their attitudes. Our boys mentoring program will also meet Saturday. We're only going to meet 1 hour. We usually meet from 10 to 12, but with the young ladies starting at 11 o'clock, I want our young boys to also go and hear this young speaker and get you something to eat at the same time. I'm going to help those in this community that want my help. If you don't want my help, the hell with you. It's just that simple. But you politicians need to know I ain't playing with you in this election. I'm going to call your names. I'm going to be checking your records. I'm going to check your history. I'm going to find out what you've been up to. And if you haven't been up to anything, why are we going to elect you? If you don't have money to run a campaign, why are we going to elect you? You can't buy but 2 signs, and you got to move them 2 signs every night. Why should we elect you? What is your plan? What is your agenda? And I'm telling you, I'm very serious about this Beale Street issue. The Constitution being, and a court order being defied by city officials. I'm looking at these council races, and again, District 6, y'all already know, for me, it's Ed Ford Sr. That's it. I ain't looking at nobody else. I know his history of service. I know his commitment. And I know this ain't nothing he got to do. He got a flourishing film home. Folk dying to get to him. Okay? He stays busy. He got a funeral home starting in Mobile, Alabama. He's got plenty to do, but he has a history of service, and I will be supporting him and urging those of you in District 6 to vote for him. I'm going to be urging you to vote for Willie Harrison. Yeah, he old. I'm old. But it's us old heads that got some damn sense that ain't been bought off by white folk. You got these young Negroes, these new Negroes, these new Negroes y'all got. They want to be a part of the white man's agenda. We cannot do this. Willie Harrison got to come with a plan. He got to come and say, this is what I'm going to do. He already said Mike Rollins would not be his choice for police director. Now, if I had my ruthers for who he was to select. I do have my brothers. Well, I'm just gonna give them somebody that I think that would really do the job as police director. Not that the mayor would follow my recommendation. Would be a person by the name of Sam Hines. That would be, my recommendation for the police director. But the mayor of the city has the power to say to his appointee, his police director, we need to do something about this crime. I want you all to do something about the curfew law. We got it on the books. Do a sweep of the city, 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning, and we got juveniles all up and down the street. Let's sweep these apartment complexes. Let's sweep downtown. Let's sweep these neighborhoods, just like y'all set up them damn roadblocks. And I don't know what the hell going on in Memphis last 2 weeks. They got a police car every 2 or 3 miles on the interstate. Hell, take some of them cars off and put them on the street. Okay? Everybody ain't speeding. Some of them folk be late to work. Now, y'all know they be late to work, and y'all stopping them folk gonna make them late. How they gonna pay the damn ticket if you make them lose the damn job? Okay? So we've got to come up in this community with some creative ideas to save ourselves, cause hell don't look like nobody else can. I'm here. I'm going to do what I do on this show. I invite you to advertise on this show. Some of y'all say, I don't like you. Well, hell, I may not like you either, but I'll take your money, put your commercial on there, and let you make some money. It ain't about, shootings on the expressway. We can't go nowhere in this city, nowhere. Nothing. We ain't safe. What is Jim Strickland doing? Nothing. He ain't got no idea. And a lot of these handkerchief head Negroes, they lining up. We support you, Mr. Mayor. You the best white man we ever done sent. Yes, sir. I know you ain't did nothing for the black people, but we're going to give you another 4 years to do that same nothing all over again, because we don't want nothing. We ain't used to nothing, and so since we ain't used to nothing, keep on giving us nothing. And that's what many of us in our communities are saying. But we've got to change the game, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to change the game. Jane Chandler, y'all get in touch with Jane. Tell her she need to call me. You politicians that's running for office, I ain't got nothing free. Nothing. But I got the best prices. I got the best audience. I got a voting audience. You need to come on and contact me about your advertising. Okay? I got 2 minutes left. All right, don't forget about Regina's now. Go on down there tomorrow and get you some of that good Cajun cooking, crab legs and things and all that other stuff she got going on. Look, also, somebody, they just got a report. This show you how Memphis is. A Memphis woman threw herself out of a moving car to escape a kidnapper. It's treacherous in these streets. Let me remind you about D2G Screenshots, located at 3189 North Watkins here in the city of Memphis. You need a t-shirt that look, the t-shirts that they made for my girls' mentoring program, they are the most loveliest t-shirts I ever seen. Quick turnaround. You can get a t-shirt the same day. No minimums are required. One t-shirt, two sheets, 50 t-shirts, they can get them for you. No screen setups, no color limits, high quality images. Snap it, send it, and wear it. Class reunions, y'all got them dead people on your shirt, you know, the rest in peace t-shirts, they got them. Call them at area code 901-279-0434. 901-279-0434. Don't forget about DMC Cleaners, 62 Fairway. You can go there, black-owned cleaners. If you're in the Westwood, Whitehaven, South Memphis area, DMC Cleaners open Mondays through Saturdays from 7 until 6. Same day service in by 9. You can get your clothes back by 4:30 that afternoon. And when you get your dry cleaning and you pay in advance when you take it, you only pay half price. Give them a call at 789-7983, 789-7983. Those of you in that same area, go right next door to the cleaners and go to DMC Food Mart. They got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whole lot of good eating going on. They're open every Monday through Saturday, also from 7 until 6. And last but not least, if you're in Orange Mound and you're looking for some good something to eat, Tony Corner Grocery and Deli, 2636 Park Avenue. They got hamburgers, cheeseburgers, triple burgers, turkey burgers, veggie burgers. I wouldn't want no veggie burger myself. I'm a meat eater. Fish. They got wings, potted wings. They got pizza, grilled chickens, hot tamales, bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese, smoked sausage, egg, and cheese, bologna, egg, and cheese. Then they got that breakfast plate with 3 pancakes, 3 eggs, and a meat choice. Going by 2636 Park Avenue at David, right across from the stadium in the Orange Mound area. All right. We will be back tomorrow and talk some more about these crooked ass politicians right here in Memphis. All this crime going on in the city. And Jim Strickland ain't got a damn clue as to what's going on. You heard the police director when I called him impromptu. He said he'd get back to me about coming on the show. I don't think Jim is going to let him come. But Jim, you come on. Show this city you a bad boy, and Thaddeus Matthews don't scare you. He don't bother you. You can take the tough question, bring that ass on into this camp. All right, we go. I'm out of here. The lawyer's finna come with some good lawyer talk for you, and I'll be back on tomorrow. Until then, top of the evening to you.